Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Budget, the podcast from Legacy Financial Coaching. I'm Greg Carroll, your dedicated coach and legacy architect. Here, we go beyond balancing the numbers to explore the strategies, mindset shifts, and habits that lead to true financial freedom and lasting wealth. Together, we'll tackle financial stress, unlock more freedom in your finances, and empower you to create a legacy that inspires and impacts generations to come. If you're ready to move beyond just making ends meet and start building a brighter financial future, you're in the right place. Welcome to episode 3 of Beyond the Budget, Proverbs edition. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm Greg Carroll, and today we're hitting 2 of the most foundational verses in all of Scripture when it comes to money and decision making. If you've ever wrestled with trusting God with your finances, this one is for you. Let's start with Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. And then a few verses later, it says, honor the Lord with your wealth, with the firstfruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. Topic for today is trust over tactics. That's what this is about. It's not about having a perfect strategy. It's about having a surrendered heart. You know, my coaching business, I've coached a lot of people who want better results with money, but they struggle with the root issue. They don't really trust God with their finances. And that was me. Trusted my income. A lot of my clients trust their income. They trust their bank app. They trust their spreadsheet. Sometimes they trust their credit card. But Proverbs 3 is a challenge to surrender, to trust God, not just the plan. God says, trust me with all of it, not just your Sunday giving, not just your emergency fund, not just when things are going well. You know why? Because it's all His anyway. It's not ours. We're just stewards. So how do we break down these verses financially? Well, we can start with, in all your ways, acknowledge Him. That means that God is invited into your budget. He's invited into your career decisions. He's invited into your spending. He's invited into your retirement planning. He's invited into everything when it comes to your finances. The second part, honor the Lord with your wealth and the first fruits. This means giving is a first priority. It's not a leftover. Do we bring God our first and best? It's not about the amount. It's about obedience. It's about the surrendered heart. Now, this isn't a prosperity gospel. It's not about, you give and you get blessed. That's not what this is about. It's about principle-based living. God honors surrendered stewardship. He blesses obedience. But blessing follows honoring Him first. There was a time in my life when I held back. I gave, but it wasn't my best. I planned and I didn't pray first. And I wondered why my paths felt uncertain. Have you done that? Have you experienced that? Have you ever run out in front of God and then prayed for Him to catch up with you? I've done that plenty of times. That's about tactics when we approach life that way and approach our money that way. It wasn't about trust. God's saying, trust me first before anything. As soon as I started honoring the Lord with my whole life, my whole financial life, not just the parts that I was comfortable with, things began to shift. Not overnight, but step by step, I began to witness firsthand the fruit of surrender. So here's your challenge for today. Look at your current financial picture, your income, your giving, your planning. Ask yourself, what am I leaning on? Am I leaning on God's wisdom or am I leaning on my own understanding? Then ask yourself, am I truly honoring the Lord with my first and best or just what I have left over? Write it down, wrestle with it, pray through it, and if needed, take one tangible step to realign. Well, that's it for episode 3 of this Beyond the Budget. Tomorrow we'll move into Proverbs 4 and we'll talk about what it means to stay the course financially, even when distraction and detours call your name. Thank you for walking this out with me. Remember, the best financial plan starts with putting your complete trust in God. Be free. Thank you for tuning in to Beyond the Budget. I hope today's episode gave you practical steps and encouragement to build a stronger financial foundation. Remember, your legacy starts with the choices you make today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit. And as always, if you're ready to take your finances to the next level, schedule a no-cost initial strategy session. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, stay focused, stay faithful, and let's build a legacy worth leaving.